I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about Upland FileBound single sign-on options, what it is as far as requirements, and what are the limitations of that, and then talk about some different examples. So let's talk about that first with the requirements to work with FileBound with single sign-on. The identity provider must sign the assertion. The client must have an existing or configured single sign-on identity provider IDP that is SAML 2.0 compliant. Client must have an IT staff familiar with single sign-on and SAML with permissions to make changes to their IDP. And FileBound does not help configure the client's identity provider. That would be the responsibility of the organization or the company. And then some of the limitations. Right now, currently, this is information for version 7.5, and that information might change in version 8. But currently, the identity provider must accept authentication requests and send assertion responses with a subject name, ID format, and you can see the format there. That's one of the options that you have to have as far as the must requests. And then also the assertion encryption only supports SHA-1 at this time. And we'll give you some idea also of some of the FileBound single sign-on options that are available that you can plug in today. Some of those single sign-on options include Microsoft Active Directory. So if you got that something on premise, you can use that. Okta, which is a very popular option for cloud-based management of your directory of your users and groups. Microsoft Azure, which is also very popular these days. Ping Identity, and then there's other options out there that. So you can reach out to us with any other possibilities, and we can talk about those. But let's take a look real quick at some options when it comes to what it looks like to log in from a simple process. You know, you can literally type in your username and your password for internal users. And that's something today that is set up, where your IT professional would set up a username and a password for you, and that can, expiration of passwords, things like that. You might have to change it when you log in, all those kinds of things. But they may give you a temporary password to log in, and then you can change that. You also have some options to do forget password, so you can send it to that email address that's tied to that username, things like that. So all you have to do is enter your username and password. I've got a password protection program set up to store my password. So I'm just going to hit that extension within Google Chrome here, and it's going to retrieve that password for me, and then I can put that in there. I can then hit sign in, and that will bring me to my home page within FileBound. And that concludes the single sign-on and internal users discussion for FileBound by Upland through Western Integrated Systems.